Alright, so I got a little bit of a story. I mean, I would have told the story while playing Fortnite, but then I think people would have cared about the outcome of me actually winning or not. So we're playing some Call of Duty. By the way, yesterday I want to apologize for not uploading. I had a couple things that I was doing that are, can't fucking talk about it, goddammit. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, sorry. Kind of actually an ongoing thing, so, a few days ago, 6 days ago, something like that, where I tweeted out, I'm pretty sure that there's a 150-pound raccoon living in my attic. Now, obviously, the weight deal is a bit of an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. There's definitely, I'm pretty sure there's something living in my attic. I can't confirm it exactly, other than, you know, the noises that are pretty obviously made by something living up there. So I moved into my house in August? Right around the World War II beta, so whenever that was. The day that it was officially supposed to start, even though it started a day earlier. I don't remember what that date was, but I had it seared into my brain at that point, and I stressed out, and I tried to get everything completely done, because if I was gonna end up missing the beta, because I was in the middle of moving and didn't have any internet, I would have been crushed. Not sure, you know, exactly when this started happening, or whatever, but apparently this was going on for a good amount of time, according to my girlfriend. She's not nearly as much of a heavy sleeper as I am. Like, I sleep really fucking hard. Like, I just pass the fuck out, and if I don't get at least like 8 hours or so, I'm gonna be like really upset. I think comfortably I would want 10 hours. At least that's what my body wakes up after anyway. This isn't even like a thing where I wake up and then go back to sleep for multiple hours or anything like that. Like, my body will just straight slumber for 10 hours straight, no interruptions, and that's just what it does. That's my internal clock, which is crazy because back when I worked my other job, I was sleeping, you know, a couple hours a night, and I would be able to go and function throughout the rest of the day, make my video. I mean, to be fair, although those videos weren't nearly as much effort because I hardly edited shit and I didn't record for that long, it was still something that I had to do. So, and on top of like the sometimes 60-hour long weeks, I was a machine. I don't know what the fuck was up, but now my body just won't function. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, past all that bullshit, bottom line, I'm a heavy sleeper now. I'll sleep for long periods of times, and I'll sleep very, very deeply. She could be off streaming, screaming at the top of her lungs, which is like no more than maybe, what, 30, 40 feet away from me? Screaming at the top of her lungs, no doors closed or anything, and I will still be knocked out cold. At least according to her anyway. She says that she screams, and she's like, sorry if I woke you up, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine, no problem. I don't want to actually say I didn't hear shit, I was just... So according to her, there was always like this weird walking around slash like scratching noise upstairs. Now that sounds like super creepy, like it could be a person living upstairs or some shit like that, like Freddy Krueger walking around with knives on his toenails or some shit, but it obviously would sound a lot heavier than that, but there's definitely something upstairs. I never heard it yet until I would say near a week ago at this point. It was about like 7 in the morning or so. Haven't gone to sleep yet. I was laying in bed. I was laying there for maybe, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so, and I start hearing this noise. It's kind of like a... Sounds like that, right? And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is that noise? And up in that corner, that is like the end of the house. So I'm like, okay, well, obviously the attic is right there, right above us. But I just kind of ignored it. And it was more than just this scratching sound. It was more like there was more walking and shit, like little taps followed by the scrape, tap, scrape, tap. So I was like, okay, it's something that has like long nails or some shit like that. And it's something that definitely seems like it's heavier with the amount of force that it's, you know, clacking its nails down, right? So a couple days pass after that, and I start hearing this noise again, this scraping sound. And again, it was like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. This time the sun was actually out though. It was like the morning time, so it might be like 7, 8 or so like that. Yeah, my sleeping schedule's all fucked up, don't ask. It's coming from that corner again, and I decide before I go up and try to check in this attic and, you know, get myself fucking catch rabies or some shit, because the thing will be sitting there waiting for my ass to come up there, stick my head up there, and the thing just skull fucks me. So I get up. We have a window right there near that corner. Obviously you can't see into the attic if you go and look out the window, but you can see like the gutter and the roof and shit like that are like sitting over. So I go and I look through the blinds, and I look up there. All I see is like this gray tail, okay? And it's not that big of a tail. That is the thing that's making the noise. When tap on the glass, it finally turns. It's a small squirrel that is trying to dig into like the corner of my fucking house, and it just keeps going. Like, it sees me, but it just keeps going. So I get up, walk outside, and I'm like, see if I can like scare it away or something, and it does. And it goes and does its own thing, and I'm like, that can't be it though. That can't be the thing that was sitting upstairs. On top of that, whatever it was digging at, if it's like a hole or like a little soft spot or some shit that it's trying to get into, that little squirrel was not even big enough to fit into whatever it was digging at. So whatever was already walking around up there is something different than what that squirrel was doing. It was not that squirrel. So I've never dealt with an animal problem before. Like, I don't know how dangerous this raccoon is. I don't know if it's actually rabid. I don't know like where else it could go inside of the house if it's in the attic. At some point dig break through the insulation, actually end up inside of the house at some point and potentially even bite Ari or attack Ari. If any of us gets caught with this shit, we're fucking dead. Rabies is like the real life zombie virus type of shit. So I guess I gotta call animal control or some shit. I don't fucking know. There's something going on up there, and I'm afraid to go up there. So I'm about to send some unlucky soul up there to go and deal with something up there. I mean, yo, if it's actually like a huge squirrel and not even close to a raccoon, I don't even know. But even then, like, I think at the end of the day, definitely squirrels need to get the fuck out of my attic anyway. They're just gonna tear shit all up. Like, being a homeowner it's hard, man. It's fucking hard. There's always some stupid shit going on. Like, you think you got everything done, and then you go and like turn on a fucking faucet, and then part of the faucet breaks off, and your washer or dryer ends up getting clogged. The duct to the washer and dryer needs cleaning, so you gotta call somebody out to clean that out. That have like this super suck machine. Yeah, super suck, you heard me. There's just all sorts of stupid shit that like you didn't even think you needed to do at all. Like, I was sitting there like, obviously there's some maintenance that goes with a house and everything, but the amount of like little random shit that I didn't even think of, that there were people that actually have businesses that are just pertaining to that one thing in particular. I've never met anyone in my life that said that they work specifically in cleaning out dryer ducts. Never met anybody in my life that ever worked that kind of job, ever. I've met people that worked in, you know, air conditioning and heating and shit like that, not specifically dryer duct. To be completely honest with you, I'm kind of worried about the animal control people themselves, because if it actually is a raccoon and people start dying upstairs and shit, yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't just leave it in the attic. I can't do it. I mean, I've been doing it for a while now, obviously. It's been up there for a while, but the longer it is, the more likely that it's gonna be able to go and find somewhere else. I know that it was just trying to find somewhere that's probably warmer than outside, because obviously it's cold as shit out there, but I can't risk it. I can't do it. But yeah, there's something living in my attic. I know this seems like some sort of like ghost clickbait. No, I'm dead serious. Like, there's something up there. It's got some long fucking nails. Watch it be a fucking mouse. The last upload was me shoutcasting over a Fortnite game with some epic music and shit. It's pretty funny. I enjoyed making that video myself. It has like over 40,000 likes or some shit like that. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. And yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later.